Hello everyone, I'm Richard Giacobas.
And I'm Allie Madano, and welcome to a special edition of Gael Nation, where we'll take a look at Iona making a difference in our community.
First up tonight, we look at the issue of homelessness in our community. Through midnight runs, Iona students were doing their part to try and put an end to a problem that affects thousands of people daily. We turn to Gabby Popoli, who has more.
I'm Gabby Popoli, here for ICTV. It's Make a Difference Week here at Iona, and the events are in full swing. I'm currently standing in the Montgomery House, where preparations for the big event, the Midnight Run, have already started. Campus ministers and students come together to help prepare for this major event.
Oh, look at this nice shirt, my goodness. These are button-down shirts.
I'm here with Jess Velasco, who is a campus minister and the co-coordinator of Iona's chapter of the Midnight Run. Hi, Jess.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
So would you like to explain what a Midnight Run is and how it works?
All right. Midnight Run is not a run at midnight. What it is an organization run by the organization of Midnight Run, where they go into the city and they give food, clothing, and basically conversations to the homeless. It's more of a social justice club organization. We don't really like to call them homeless because our goal is to equal rights for everyone and just social justice to the people of New York. Well, the less fortunate of New York City.
So how do you as a campus minister prepare for one of these events?
So we have a run once a month, and what we do is we meet at the Montgomery House here at 8 o'clock at night, and what we do is we prepare sandwiches, sorting clothes, as you can see here, what we're doing during Make a Difference Week. And before we go on the actual run, we have a prayer and reflection, and then we head out to the city by 10:30. We have different stops in the city depending on the actual organization of Midnight Run. They tell us where to go, and the people are actually waiting for us because they know that we're coming. So that's an interesting fact.
Oh, that is cool.
And we just give them their food, whatever they want, clothes, and they're just like normal people. They love talking about sports, politics, whatnot. One thing that actually inspired me, I met a guy who was graduated from BC.
Wow.
Just like a few years ago. It's just hard times these days, so it's good to give back.
Yeah, it is. What is the one item that you guys give them that you think is the most important for them?
The main thing that we definitely need are pants, men's pants especially. There's a lot of men out in the streets. And also there's women too, and families. That was really hard when I saw a family there. So men's pants, and during the winter, of course, sweaters.
Okay, and how do you think that this event on campus affects the volunteers who come out, the student volunteers?
A lot of the time the homeless are depicted as dirty, mentally challenged or whatnot, and when they actually get to go on the run and experience how hard times are, it really just touches them, because yes, there are hard times and you really are making a difference just brightening their day, just giving them food or clothing to imagine just like you or me, one day where, God forbid, we were in the streets. So
Carl, can you tell us what your duties are as head of campus ministries to get ready for the Midnight Runs?
Sure. So, well, first of all, the Midnight Runs are sponsored once a month for Iona. They're sponsored just about every night of the week with some kind of church or synagogue in Westchester County, or college or community organization in Westchester County. Okay. And also all over New York City. It started in Westchester, but it's really spread. And so Iona does one once a month. And what we do is we bring food and clothing, about 30 of us in 3 vans, bring food and clothing to street homeless. So people who are sleeping on park benches and on street corners and that sort of thing, outsort. In other words, they're not sheltered homeless. So we set up, we go to different corners. We're assigned stops by the Midnight Run organization. We go to different corners and we bring food and clothing. We have conversation. All the clothing is donated from the Iona community, and food is donated from Iona and beyond. And but it all needs to be sorted. That's what people are doing today, sorting clothing. We really need sort of outside wear, so like jeans and sweatshirts and things like that street homeless would want. In other words, that stuff that can get wet, and usually darker clothes, not lighter clothes, in case they get dirty and stuff like that. And it's a big project. We have 2 student leaders, 2 student campus ministers oversee this project, Greg Badura and Jessica Velasco. So if you know them, you can talk to them. They take sign-ups for people to go on the run. They love to talk about ways of people getting involved and donating and sorting clothes or making sandwiches and stuff like that.
Okay, we spoke to Jessica earlier, and we asked her what her favorite part of the Midnight Run is. What would you say your favorite part is?
So my favorite part would be what happens when students talk to people on the streets who are homeless, and they just begin to share and tell jokes and talk about anything. And you know what you see happening is, you know, stereotypes are being broken down. People are becoming people, not just statistics. You know, how many percentage of homeless are there in this New York City? You know, it's more a matter of people with a name, with a story, and I think that's the most important thing that you can take from that evening. You remember a person, remember that story, remember that maybe that person could be you. You know, we don't know why necessarily somehow we are housed and others are not. I mean, it's, you know, it's a mystery in many ways. I mean, there are a lot of factors, and it's complex and it's complicated. But so that's really it.
And if you could give somebody who's thinking about doing a midnight run any advice to come out, what would you tell them? Why should they come out to the midnight runs?
Do it. It will change their perspectives. It will open their eyes to things they never imagined.
Iona's Greek life has long been at the center of giving back in many ways. Iona's newest fraternity, Pi Kappa Phi, recently held a 24-hour fundraising event to raise money for their philanthropy, Push America. It's an organization that raises money for people with disabilities, and Iona's chapter raised $1,000 for the cause. We sent out Emily Nevins to talk to the brothers of Pi Kappa Phi to find out more. Take a look.
So what is this event?
This event is called Pedals for Push. It's one of our fundraising opportunities and awareness raising opportunities. We raise funds and awareness for people who live with disabilities. It's really just a great thing.
That's great. So what does this event mean to you personally?
Personally, it means a lot to me. It's very close to my heart because I know people who live with disabilities, and it's really nice to be able to help them because they didn't get a fair chance, you know? And it just really warms my heart to be able to know that I'm actually helping people I know, as well as a vast number of people that I don't know.
James and I actually share something in common. We both know someone with a disability. My brother, John, who's older, and we grew up with him, and he's a great kid, and I just love seeing James out here doing events like this. So, James, what does this event mean to Pi Kappa Phi?
It means a lot to Pi Cap because it's it's very closely associated with Journey of Hope, and that's our major philanthropy event. Brothers over the summer bicycle ride from San Francisco or Seattle all the way to DC, and they bike about 100 miles a day. And then afterwards, they work with special buddies, which they build friends with people who live with disabilities after biking 100 miles a day. And it's very big for Pi Kappa Phi.
That's great. So how exactly are you guys raising money and raising awareness?
Well, by sitting out here for 24 hours on a stationary bike, brothers taking intervals of a half an hour or an hour, however long they want to go. And people will come over and ask us what we're doing, and we'll explain to them that we're trying to raise awareness and funds to help people who live with disabilities.
So why exactly 24 hours?
24 hours because we go 24 hours because you can't stop. Like, you always have to continue fundraising and always have to continue raising awareness because it's something that won't stop until we find an end for it.
That's great. Thank you, James. Another brother from Pi Kappa Phi, who also will be representing in the Journey of Hope event this summer. Hi, Reggie. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
That's great. So what is this event?
The Journey of Hope is going to be a cross-country event that me and my brother Alberto Manacci, that you see over here, we're going to be riding from California to Washington, D.C., and it's going to take the entire summer. And first part of the day is we are going to be cycling from probably 5 in the morning to about noon, about 100 miles a day. And then the second part of the day, we are going to be visiting camps and doing some friendship visits for people with disabilities and trying to spread awareness about what a different fraternity is and having people understand people with disabilities.
That's great. Are you excited?
Of course. When I first heard about this whole thing, when we were trying to get initiated, I was intrigued on doing Journey of Hope, and when I heard Alberto also was interested in doing it, I wanted to join with him, so very excited.
That's very great. So what does Journey of Hope mean for you?
Journey of Hope means many things for me, but for the most part, I feel like this is one of the best opportunities to help me grow as an individual and help me learn things that I didn't know I had in myself. Pi Kappa Phi was the first step for me to achieve this goal, and I feel like Journey of Hope will help me exceed the goal.
That's great. That's amazing. Thank you. I'm here with Matt Donlon, the philanthropy chairman at Iona College for Pi Kappa Phi. How are you doing today, Matt?
I'm good, Emily. How are you?
I'm great. So why is this event very special, or what does it mean to you?
It means to me, and not only this event, but every event that Push America does. I knew a lot of people in high school who I was very close with who had physical and mental disabilities, and they were some of the most amazing people I've ever come across. You know, they were always able to put a smile on my face, and they had just an amazing outlook on life. And that always touched me, and that was one of the main reasons why I even joined Pi Kappa Phi, because Push America did such incredible things for people with disabilities.
So what exactly are your duties?
As philanthropy chairman, my duties are to assist Pat Milano, who's our Push America executive, in planning all of the events that we do with Push, this, and including a lot of local philanthropy events that we're going to be doing with local businesses around the Iona community.
Is it true that your fraternity has its own philanthropy?
Yeah. Pi Kappa Phi is the only fraternity in the world, yes, in the world, to own and operate our own philanthropy, which, as I said before, is called Push America. So it's really, really special to us to have that, because it's our baby, and we know it best, and through that we're able to contribute it to the best way we possibly can.
That's really amazing. Thank you, Matt. Sure. Another Pi Kappa Phi brother who's playing cornhole right now, and his name's Andrew. How are you?
Good, good. How's it going?
It's going great. So,
hey,
good for you. So, cornhole. Why are you guys doing this right now?
It's a really fun game. We have our flag and our star shield, one of our symbols on it. And it's just a fun game, so when people are walking by, they can play, they can just see more stuff going on besides the bikes. And it's just something to keep us occupied for 24 hours, pretty much. But
so, have you been on the bike already?
yes, I was on the bike last night for a half an hour. Yeah.
So, what is the longest so far someone has been on the bike?
Well, right now, AJ, who's doing the Journey of Hope, the cross-country bike ride, he's been on for about an hour now. So he's the longest, because we just did half-hour shifts for everybody. So he would be the longest, and he's going to go for another 6 hours. So he's on there all day today.
That's great. So being a Pi Kappa Phi brother, what does this event mean to you personally?
Oh, this event is it's a really, really big fundraiser. A lot of Pi Kappa Phi chapters use it because of our connection with the cycling events we run. It's a really great event. It's really getting our fundraising going, because this is our first real major event on campus, and it gets our name out there. So it's really important.
You know, Allie, those Pi Caps certainly know how to raise money, and they bring awareness to a college campus. It's great.
And it's so important on our campus.
Right.
And Emily was not the only one to go out covering Greek life, doing something great. Rich, you went out to interview some of the ladies of Gamma Lambda Rho about their autism walk at Jones Beach.
Yes, I did. Take a look. All of Greek Life and Gamma are behind me here in La Penta Student Union at Iona College. They're here for Autism Speaks, and they're sponsoring an event and promoting a walk that's happening this Sunday, October 7th at 5 p.m. at Jones Beach State Park, right out on Long Island in Wantagh. I'm going to go talk to some of these ladies and see what the true mission is about autism. Christy and Brittany, tell me about Walk for Autism.
Do you want us? We're doing it for my brother. We started it as just within Gamma Lambda Rho, and it expanded to Greek Life, and it's this Sunday at Jones Beach, Field 5, and at 9 o'clock.
Now, what is the mission behind autism? You said your brother. Do you have a connection?
My connection is just the sisters that I have that have family or friends who were associated with autism. I've never personally had a family member or anything dealt with it, but it's just something that's touched all of Gamma's hearts, so we just decided to expand it, and it luckily reached all of Greek Life.
And what is the walk meant to? What do you do with this walk? So you go, it's just an event. How many people are expected, and how do people sign up?
Well, it started off just among us, and normally every year it's no direct team, but this year we started it for my brother, and we were able to raise over $1,000 so far, and I'm expecting, I think, maybe over 200 people, because all of Greek Life, and then some are coming.
Right. So people are really willing to make that trip out to Long Island and walk for autism, so we hope you have a great day. As far as you're giving out bracelets, can I see that? Can you get me one? And tell me, when you wear this, what does it stand for? It says Autism Speak, it's time to listen. What does that mean?
It pretty much just means it's time to listen to what these people with autism are dealing with and raise the awareness to them and everyone else, and hopefully, one day get a cure, something that can actually help people with autism.
Rich, great job with that piece, and congratulations to the ladies of Gamma Lambda Rho.
And our final story tonight involves Iona students making a difference with the project Sunshine Pillow Making. Samuel Garcia went to find out what this event is all about. I think he made some pillows himself.
Hi, I'm Samuel Garcia, reporting from the La Pinta End Zone, where students behind me are busy making pillows for Project Sunshine Make a Difference Week. Each year, Project Sunshine hosts their annual Make a Difference Week event. But this year, for the first time, students have the opportunity to stuff and decorate pillows for the sick kids who are staying in the Montefiore Hospital in the Bronx. Hi, I am here interviewing Caitlin Kay. Why did you come to this event?
I really like what Project Sunshine does as a whole, and I think this event in particular is really nice because it's nice to leave the kids with something, and especially just when they're scared or nervous for something that's going to happen in the hospital, I think it's nice for them to have something to just hold.
Hi, I'm interviewing two very important people. I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Colleen Sorello. I'm one of the student campus ministers in charge of Project Sunshine, along with...
Hi, I'm Joseph Chabot, student campus minister as well.
So how did you come up with this Project Sunshine event?
Well, I know in the past I'm pretty crafty and I love to make not pillows, but I love to make blankets. And I was looking through some of the things Project Sunshine does, and one of their Sending Sunshine programs is making these pillows. So as soon as I saw that, I was really excited because it's a way to make the kids feel more at home and have something that's theirs that they can hold on to while they're sick.
And what's most important to you about this event, Joe?
Really, it's just bringing, as Colleen said, that little taste of home back into the hospital, because it really lightens up their day. It makes them feel comfortable. Once you see that smile on their face, it's worth it.
Nice, nice. Would you consider this event a success? It looks that way.
We finished all of our patterns, so I was really happy. All of our fabric is gone. More people came in and wanted to help, but we ran out, so I consider it successful.
You know, Rich, one of the things I love most about Iona is how dedicated our students are to charity. All of the events you saw tonight were part of Make a Difference Week, a week dedicated to doing service on campus.
Right, and you know, it's so diverse on this campus. Diversity is a word that actually Dr. Nair uses quite often to describe this campus, and they take that diversity and incorporate it into all of those Making a Difference events. So it's pretty cool.
And that concludes this special edition of Gael Nation. I'm Allie Madano.
And I'm Richard Giacovas, and for all of us here at ICTV News, good night.